What's happening, people? Liverpool Prophet TLP, your boy, back again with a very special, well, I would say special, but the standard routine video. We're here, people. Burnley versus Liverpool match preview, predicted lineup, score prediction, etc. So, people, it's a Saturday. The Premier League is back today. Officially, we kick off in about 3 minutes exactly. I'll probably catch the second half of that game. Arsenal kick off against Nottingham Forest, which should be a pretty interesting game. Nottingham Forest with a new manager, etc. But forget about Arsenal. We don't care about Arsenal. We are not here to talk about Arsenal Football Club. We are here to talk about the mighty Liverpool 20-time Premier League champions. As you guys know, like I just said, the Premier League is back. Liverpool are back in action this Sunday, tomorrow at 2 p.m. against Burnley away at Turf Moor. So TLP is here to do his match preview, his starting 11 prediction, and his, just how I think the game will go altogether. How I think Liverpool will set up, how I think Burnley will set up, how I think the game will go. So yeah, people, we'll start off talking a little bit about the game, how I think it will go. Then I'll get into the, my predicted 11 and my score prediction for the game to round it off. So, okay, so we should go away to Burnley tomorrow at Turf Moor. Now, Burnley away, look, it's not an easy game, really. They are a newly promoted team, so you know what kind of situation they're going to be in this season. They're going to really be fighting for as much points as they can get. Their goal, obviously, their objective is probably most likely to stay in the Premier League this year. I don't see them aspiring to be a mid-table club. I don't see them pushing for Europe. It's unrealistic. So I think their motive and their goal will be to stay in the Premier League for this season and be in it next year. Can they do that? I'm not too sure. Obviously, if you look at Burnley's first couple of fixtures, they started off with Spurs away. I think they played Sunderland at home, and I think they played Manchester United away. So they got absolutely played off the park away at Spurs opening day. No surprises there. Tottenham, a decent team under Frank, had a good start. Burnley, out of their depth, absolutely outplayed against Spurs. But it's understandable because they come up against a big side. And again, what do you expect really away at Spurs if you're Burnley? Nothing. They did beat Sunderland on the second week of the Premier League. They beat Sunderland by 2-0. So they did get a win there against their fellow promoted side. So yeah, that's good stuff for them. If you want to stay in the league, I think you probably got to be beating the teams in and around you. So they beat Sunderland at home by 2-0. Got a clean sheet. Didn't watch them. Don't know how they played. Don't know what their style of play is really. So again, they got a good win. But then then third week they went away to United and they got absolutely blocked off the park. Again, that's a little bit concerning though. I'll be totally honest because I think United are really bad. I think most teams will go to Manchester United or be at home to United, host United, and play United off the park. You know what I mean? It's not unnatural. But Burnley actually made United look decent. So Manchester United, being as poor as they are, Burnley made them look good. I think United had about 20 plus shots, something that they never usually do in games. Burnley made them look really good. The game did finish 3-2, however. So, despite getting cooked for the first half of that game, United being all over them, Burnley did, in the second half, make a fight back. They did pull it back to 2-2. Unluckily, I think right at the end, Burnley give a penalty away and Bruno Fernandes wins it for Manchester United. So, Burnley were unlucky against United, a 3-2 loss. So, if you look at their start to the season, it's not been too bad for their standards. Obviously, they lost their first game, got played off the park, won against the Sunderland second game, and obviously narrowly got defeated by Manchester United in the third game. So they've had a pretty decent start to the Prem. Decent, I'd say. They've had an okay start, considering where they're going to be or what their goals are this season. I think they've had an okay start for their standards, like I've just said. Narrowly beaten by United. Obviously beat Sunderland and obviously played off the park against Spurs. So they haven't been bad, but they're coming up against the Premier League champions in Liverpool now. As for us, Liverpool, most of our players are back in training. Most of our squad is fit. The only injury that we do have at the moment is Curtis Jones, who was confirmed by Arne Slot that he will not play for this game. It's a bit too soon for him. So he will be brought back into the team, integrated into the side, but Burnley, not, it's too soon. So Jones will be missing the Burnley game, tomorrow's game against Burnley. Other than that, people, I think Liverpool we've got a pretty much full-strength squad. Frimpong's back in training. Obviously, etc. Bradley's here back. The team is pretty full strength, bar Curtis Jones. So, yeah, great stuff. Finally, we have got a fully strength team, bar the exception of Curtis Jones, which, again, won't be too long before he is back into the team. So, Liverpool go into this game against Burnley away with a, pretty much a full strength team. As for how I think the game will go, I don't know how Burnley play. I know their manager is Scott Parker, and I know Scott Parker does like to play progressive football. He does like to, really dictate the ball. He does like to really, he wants his teams to play. He likes to have his teams play. I remember when he was Fulham managers a couple of years back. They did very, very well. I know they got relegated, but they played some decent football that when they came up to the league that year. So again, they have a manager who likes to play, you know, nice brand of football. I think for Bournemouth as well, when they got promoted, he had them playing some nice football as well. So Scott Parker isn't a manager like a Sean Dyche. He's not a manager like a David Moyes who will just park it off and just kind of smell it out. He does like to try and play football. He does like to, he just likes his team to play a bit. So I don't know how they play in this game. Obviously against Spurs, they sat very deep. Obviously that is understandable. Away to Spurs, a big team, you're going to play like that. I think against Sunderland at home, they did their usual game where they tried to play a bit. Obviously, they're going to do that against their relegation rivals. Against United again, they parked it off, tried to hit them on the counter. So looks to me like against the bigger sides, Burnley are going to probably be doing the usual Burnley antics where they park the bus, they try and play on the counter, and they try and play for a draw maybe. And look, it's possible they can get a draw. I'm not going to rule it out because you know what? Liverpool do have the tendency to go away to newly promoted sides at times and draw. I remember when Brentford got promoted a couple of years back, we went there and drew 3-0 in a very, very good game. We easily could have lost that game. Very fortunate to get a draw, in my opinion. 2 seasons back, we went away to Luton and got a draw. Again, very lucky to get a draw. We should have lost that game, let's be real. Very, very poor. So Liverpool do usually have a tendency to go away to a newly promoted side and play poorly and scrape a draw in the game. So I'm not going to rule it out that we don't win this game. But look, on paper, with the Premier League champions, with Liverpool, they're Burnley. We should be going there, imposing our authority on the game, imposing our stature on the game, showing why we're Premier League champions and absolutely wiping the floor with Burnley. Like I said, in terms of how the game's going to go, I feel Burnley will play very deep. They'll play pragmatic. They'll park it off. And I think it'll be up to Liverpool to kind of be the usual. It'll be attack versus defence. We're going to have to try and break Burnley down, which is why we need the magic of Florian Wirtz, the creativity of Florian Wirtz. We need Salah to really be clinical in front of goal when he gets the chances, because I'd imagine they're going to be very compact and we're going to really struggle to make chances against them. So we need Wirtz's creativity in this game 100%. Again, I don't expect an easy game here, people. I don't expect a game where it's going to be 4-5-0. I don't see something like that. I think it'll be a very tight, close game. I could see something like a 1-0, maybe a 2-0. I do think Liverpool get a clean sheet, though. I don't think we concede away against Burnley. They don't really have no standout strikers or players, in my opinion, that I look at and feel, okay, they can hit Liverpool if they're on it. I don't see that with Burnley. They don't have no real standout striker. Maybe they don't have a real standout player that I look at and think, you know what? They're good for a goal. They can pinch a goal against us and they can cause us trouble. I don't see Burnley like that. So this is a game where I expect to win, and I would expect a clean sheet as well. I don't expect us to be conceding a goal away against Burnley. It will be a difficult game, though. Like I said, they'll make it very, very tough. I don't see a game that's going to be 5-6-0. I don't think that'll happen. Burnley, they're newly promoted. They are going to be, they're going to give us a fight. Let's be real. They're going to give us a fight. They're going to have to give us a fight. Let's be real about it. So, again, it'll be a tough game, but I expect Liverpool to come out victorious. I expect us to grind out the win and get the 3 points and head back to Anfield with the 3 points. Again, it should be an interesting game, but it should be a game that we're winning as well, because I look at everyone else's fixtures again. Obviously, Arsenal play Nottingham Forest this weekend at home. I'd expect them to beat Nottingham Forest. Manchester City play Manchester United, so the Manchester derby is on this week. That's more opportunity for Manchester City to drop even more points, because I don't think they'd win the Manchester derby. I'll be totally honest. I'm banking on a draw in that game. So Liverpool really have to be looking to win this game, because we can extend that gap to Manchester City even further, as I don't think they win the Manchester derby. I think it'll be a draw. So very, very crucial for me, in my opinion. Liverpool get the win this weekend. No screwing about, no funny business. Just go to Burnley, get the 3 points, head back to Anfield. Arsenal are going to win their game. City probably won't win, so we'll have a chance to get even further ahead of City, and we'll have a chance to obviously maintain our gap over Arsenal as well. So yeah, I would expect in this game Liverpool to win. And like I said, with our title rivals playing and most likely to win as well, I think Liverpool should be going to the game with the mindset of having to win. We need to win, and I think we will get the job done. I think we'll get the win. Now though, people, I am going to take you guys to the I'm going to show you guys my predicted 11 for the game, how I think Arne Slot will line up, and how I think Liverpool will approach the game. And at the end, I'll give my score prediction for the game as well. If you guys can just bear with me, please. We just share the screen with you guys. Apologies for that popping up. This is my, well, this is obviously the team captain will be Virgil. So this, yeah, this is how I think Liverpool go. I think we line up in a 4-2-3-1. This is how I've gone. Obviously, as you guys can see right here, I have gone with Alisson Becker in goal. Obviously, no surprises there. Ali will play. He has to play. He's our number one. Alisson Becker, the Brazilian Wall. Right back was an interesting one, people. I was a bit torn on this. Jeremy Frimpong has just come back from injury. Obviously, he missed the Arsenal and Newcastle games before the international break. He is back from injury in this game. I was a little bit unsure. Whether Slot would start Frimpong or whether he'd bench him. Ultimately, I feel Slot isn't going to risk him because Burnley away, look, it's a very physical game. It's a very tough game. There's going to be a lot of challenges flying about. They're going to be very physical and up for it. So I look at this game and I feel Liverpool should probably not risk Jeremy Frimpong in this game. And I don't think Arne Slot will risk Frimpong either, to be fair. I think it'll be a game where he'll look at it and he'll think it'll be a bit too soon to bring Frimpong in to a game like this. So I think Conor Bradley plays. I think Bradley's been fit for a good while now. He's been back to his best. Well, not back to his best. He's been fit for a while. And I think Conor Bradley will play this game. I was torn on playing Szoboszlai right back, guys. I'll be totally honest because I thought Szoboszlai was immense against Arsenal. He really looked like he was a right back for his whole career. Very, very impressive. But obviously, I opted with Conor Bradley because I feel it's time to have a right back playing at right back, actually, and not shoehorning someone in there. Granted, Szoboszlai was great there, and I wouldn't have a problem if honestly I did put him at right back, but not for me. I don't want him at right back this time around. Centre back pairing, obviously, it has to be Virgil and Ibu. Ibu picked up a knock before Arsenal, before the international break too against Arsenal. He went off the pitch. Luckily, it was nothing too serious. He is back for this game. Obviously, Virgil will partner him. Left back, obviously, no surprises there. Milos Kerkez will be the left back. So again, no surprises in the back line and goalkeeper. It's pretty much how I expected it to be. The only thing I could think, maybe honest, that will play Szoboszlai at right back, or maybe he will put Jeremy Frimpong in, but I think he will probably go with Conor Bradley. So yeah, that is the back line, and that is my goalkeeper. No real surprises there, people, if we're being honest. Let's be totally honest. I think we all expect Ali to be in goal. We all expect that back line. As for the midfield, this was a tough one, people, because I look at it and I think Dominic Szoboszlai cannot be dropped at the moment. He's playing absolutely immense. Very impressive against Arsenal. I was very impressed with his display at right back, like I just mentioned previously a minute ago. He's undroppable at the moment. He's really, really proving his worth. He's really, with words coming in, he knows his position is in danger, but he's rising to the challenge. He's saying to Arne that, you know what, I am going to stay. I'm going to prove myself, and I'm going to prove why I belong in this team. And I feel he can't be dropped at the moment. He cannot be dropped at the moment. And obviously with McAllister, he's having a little bit of niggles here and there. I think this is a perfect game to maybe rest McAllister or play him in rotation on the bench. I think Szoboszlai will partner Gravenberch in the DM positions in the double pivot. So I've gone with a double pivot of Ryan Gravenberch, who of course has to play. He's very integral. And I've gone with Dominic Szoboszlai as his partner. So I think Szoboszlai at the moment cannot be dropped. He's playing very, very well, very impressive. And I think long may continue. So Szoboszlai is in the team for me. Across the front line, people, I have gone with Mohamed Salah, of course, off the right-hand side. No surprises there. Florian Wirtz, do the centre. I think he's going to be very important in this game. Burnley are going to park it off. They're going to be very pragmatic, deep, defensive, make it very hard for us. We need Wirtz's creativity, because they're going to be very defensively organised. It's going to be very hard for us to really create chances against them. We'll probably have a lot of the ball. So we need Wirtz's creativity in this game, I feel. 100% we need Wirtz's creativity. So hopefully he's on it and has a good game. So yeah, I think Wirtz will play in the 10 and he's going to be very important to this game. Off the left, I've gone with Cody Gakpo. I think Cody Gakpo will play off the left. No one else really to play off the left, so I've gone with Cody Gakpo. And you know what? Gakpo's been decent. He's had a good start to the season. I'm not surprised. I think he belongs there, and I think he's earned a spot there. So I've gone with Gakpo off the left-hand side, as you guys can see. Do the centre, people. This one might shock you a bit, or maybe it won't. I've gone with Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike, who's been a very, very impressive signing so far for Liverpool Football Club. Very impressive. He's been very, very, very good. really proving himself and really proving all of the doubters that didn't back him or didn't believe in him wrong. Again, I feel Ekitike has to play as the striker. Again, he's just been absolutely immense, and hopefully he continues. Hopefully he bags another goal again this weekend. That will be very, very great if he does that. Again, I'm backing Ekitike too. I'm going to back him to score as well, people. I'm going to back Hugo to get the goal and score. You know, he's been absolutely immense. So that is my team, people. I've gone with a 4-2-3-1. I was torn between maybe a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1, but I think Arne Slot will stick with a 4-2-3-1 as that is his preferred formation. It's the formation, like I've said numerous times, that I think suits Liverpool and our players in our current squad the best. Again, on paper, that's a very solid team. A lot of you people might be wondering now, why have I not put Alexander Isak in? Why is Alexander Isak not in that team? Arne Slot has confirmed in his press conference that Isak is still not match fitness. He missed a proper pre-season with Newcastle, so he's not up to match fitness. He didn't play the 2 games against Newcastle. Well, the 3 games of the season that Newcastle did play prior to the international break. So Arne Slot has confirmed he's not ready for match fitness yet, and he's going to slowly integrate Isak into the team. So if Isak comes on, maybe 10 minutes every now and then for a couple of weeks, I don't think we should be surprised. Like Arne Slot said pretty much in his press conference that Isak won't be playing much to start off with. Obviously, in the long term, he will be playing as a first team regular starter as our striker. But for now, I feel like Arne Slot said, too early for Alexander Isak to really come into the team and just hit the ground running. So I think what will happen is maybe Isak comes on in the bench in this game. Maybe in games going forward, he plays off the bench as well. Eventually, once he's up to match fitness, I do believe Arne Slot will integrate him into the team and put him in that number 9 position. So yeah, for now, people, it does suck. It's a bit annoying, but you know what? I think it's the right decision. You do not want to risk Alexander Isak picking up a knock when he's just joined Liverpool Football Club. So again, correct decision by Slot. And eventually Isak will be a starter, but I don't think for now. I think it's too soon. And I think the way Ekitike is playing as well, you can't really drop him. It would be very, very unfair to drop him. So I think this is the team that will play on the pitch. I do think Isak may come on towards the end of the game, maybe for 10, 15 minutes. I do believe he will come on and maybe make a cameo, but I wouldn't be expecting a lot of appearances from him for the first couple of weeks at least. Maybe after the next international break, Isak will probably start to become a starter. But for now, I feel too early, too soon. Like I said, Slot says he's not ready, so he must not be ready. So I don't think Isak plays. But he will play eventually, people. Do not worry. He will eventually be in the starting 11. But yeah, people, this is the lineup I'm gone with. On paper, people, let's be honest, it's a strong lineup. Should be going out there and getting the job done against Burnley away. Let's be totally real. We shouldn't be dropping points against Burnley away. Like I've said, we need to win. Every point in the Premier League matters. We cannot afford to be dropping stupid points like we've done in previous years away from home. You know, like draws against Brighton, Luton, etc. We cannot afford that this time around. We've got to go into this game with the mindset of Arsenal are playing, they're going to win. City are playing. We have to go out there and try and get the 3 points and get the win. Again, we're leading the pack at the moment, people. We are leading the pack at the moment. We're 6 points ahead of Manchester City when we're 3 games into a season. We're 3 points ahead of Arsenal. You know, we're 3 games into a season. We've already got a gap on our title rivals. We need to try and maintain this gap. And if not, maintain it, strengthen it even further. Because, like I said, Arsenal have got very difficult fixtures coming up. They've got to go away at St. James's where they never win. They've got to play Manchester City at home. So they've got difficult fixtures coming up. Similar to City, they've got United at the weekend. They've got Arsenal coming up as well. So both of them teams have got difficult fixtures coming up in the coming weeks, which I feel is a perfect opportunity for Liverpool to maintain our gap on both of them even further than we already have so far. So again, we have to go into this game with the mentality of wanting to win it. And I think that's what we will do. That's what the boys will do. Again, this team on paper should beat Burnley, and I think it will beat Burnley. I'll be totally honest. Yeah, that's my team, people. 4-2-3-1. If we just want to run through it again, Alisson in goal, Conor Bradley at right back, Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk at centre back, Milos Kerkez at left back, the double pivot of Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai, the 3 across the front line of Mohamed Salah, Florian Wirtz and Cody Gakpo, and up top as striker I've gone with none other than Hugo Ekitike. The formation obviously is a 4-2-3-1. So yeah, that is my prediction. That is my predicted 11, people. That is my predicted 11. Let's just get rid of that, and then we'll take that off the screen. Let me just put my put that back to normal. As for my score prediction, people, this is a tough one. It was a bit of a tough one. I've been thinking about it, obviously, across the video, thinking about it prior. Score prediction, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Liverpool. I'm going to go with Burnley 0, Liverpool 2. I'm going to go with goals from Hugo Ekitike and a goal from Mohamed Salah to get us the 2-0 win at Burnley. I don't think it'll be easy. I'm expecting a tough game, a very tough game, but I think Liverpool will grind the game out. We will get the win, and we will show why we are champions again. No easy game. I think both the goals may come in the second half and come late on in the game, maybe from the 20th minute onwards. But yeah, I think Liverpool will get the job done, and I think we will go back to Anfield with the 3 points. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Liverpool. But guys, let me know down below your score predictions, how you guys think the game will go, etc. So let me know, people. For now, though, people, I'm going to head off. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Burnley versus Liverpool preview. I'll be back tomorrow with the match reaction after the game. If you are new to the channel, do remember to subscribe. 20 subscribers away from 500, which is my halfway mark, the current goal. So if I can get there, that is my current goal at the moment, and it is much appreciated if you do subscribe. Do drop a like on the video, of course, and of course, do drop a comment down below. Get in the comments, people. What's your guys' score predictions? What is your guys' starting 11, and how do you guys feel the game will go? So yeah, get down below, people. I'll speak to you guys soon, people. I'll be back very, very soon. Liverpool profit, up the Reds. Let's